You guys saw the title of this video, and yes, I'm going there. But first, let me state that I do not hate Yagyū, nor is she my least favorite Senran Kagura character, although she is in my bottom 30. The honor of least favorite Senran, in my opinion, goes to Kafuru on both accounts. Yagyū, the snow-haired, umbrella-wielding shinobi who is sworn to protect Hibari above all else. But that is her only character trait besides being uninterested in anything and anyone that is not Hibari. This alone has led Yagyū to not being very popular in the Senran Kagura fandom, even with TV tropes calling her a base-breaking character, and eventually inevitable verses when Hibari herself gets tired of Yagyū's shit.
Bunny is angry! Yagyū, what have you done?
I was saving her from your perversion! In this discussion, let's see how we can fix Yagyū, impossible as it may seem. In this discussion, I actually need to thank a good friend of mine on Twitter, Red Kobayashi, also known as Red-chan eBooks on Twitter. He and I have actually written Yagyū as a better character than how she's written in canon, making her independent and not always focused on Hibari. So this discussion is going to revolve around something like that. Yagyū in canon feels like she needs to grow stronger so she can protect Hibari. Although in Senran Kagura Burst and Senran Kagura 2 Deep Crimson, Hibari has shown that she's more than capable to participate in combat. So Yagyū is just freaking out over nothing. I personally would give Yagyū the personality of a quiet person who secretly yearns to be close to her other friends, and not just Hibari. In canon, Hibari reminds Yagyū of her dead sister, but in my opinion, that's simply not enough to drive Yagyū's borderline obsessive behavior towards Hibari. In my opinion, Yagyū's drive would make far more sense if Yagyū and Hibari were childhood friends, and Hibari was constantly being picked on, and Yagyū and her would-be alive sister at the time were there to stand up for Hibari. Yagyū and Hibari would be the closest of friends when they were younger, but as they grew up, they would drift apart slightly due to Yagyū's sister being dead, and this would take a serious toll on Yagyū's mental state, often causing her to hallucinate and lash out at others who truly don't deserve it. At this point, you really couldn't blame her considering she's in distress, considering that her sister recently died, and she needs all the friendship that she can get. However, Hibari would try to help Yagyū snap out of these visions, repaying Yagyū for her help when they were children. If something like this were to happen, I could completely understand why Yagyū feels the way she does for Hibari, but unfortunately that isn't the case. In canon, Yagyū feels the way she does for Hibari because Hibari simply exists, and also dead sister. But unfortunately, as far as I'm aware, we don't know that much about Yagyū's now dead sister except that she's dead. What was Yagyū's sister like? Like, if we could get a viewpoint on that, maybe I could understand how Yagyū is obsessed with Hibari, but was she obsessed with her sister like this? In any case, that first part was scripted. Because I thought of the idea from my friend Red, who helped me write Yagyū better as a character. Simply put, Yagyū needs to be far less obsessed with Hibari, have her own personality, have her own character traits, have her interact with her friends more often, and not just Hibari, and maybe then she would be a better character than she is now. And I know this discussion was kind of short, but I've been meaning to do it for a while. So, let me know how you guys would fix Yagyū if you were in charge of how she was written. Hopefully you guys are doing a better job than Marvelous themselves. No disrespect to them, but Yagyū is not a good character in my opinion. See you guys in the next video.